remember even growing up as a child in the kitchen. I mean, we grew up poor and we didn't often have a lot, but my mother would open up the cabinet, put on that skillet or, heat up the oven, and then you have these heat collisions going on, right? So you took something from a cabinet or from something simple from the refrigerator, and then she would create a feast out of nothing. But what provided that? It was those chemical reactions that was, working with the grease she used, So even simple as that, some people might say, okay, now that's pushing a little bit, but that is what influenced me a lot. And I feel that it really fascinated me that you literally can change the world with science, whether it's through cures for diseases or algorithms or mathematical breakthroughs. And it was always that curiosity that evolved into a love where I felt logic meets creativity and then eventually entrepreneurship and then being able to scale at a global level. So that's really how I got into it. It started with my mother's kitchen and then just went from there.
Well, that's a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing so much, by the way. But you still are gifted because not everybody can pick on certain things and see the magic behind it.
And I found that I was able to get staffed on projects when I worked for Booz that a lot of people weren't able to be staffed on because there was always the strategic people and the technical people, and they could not talk to each other.
Okay.
And so they would staff me on these projects because I knew how to speak the technical, scientific language, and then I knew how to speak the strategic business, non-technical language. So they would bring me in when they needed someone that could speak both and put it like in layman terms that both sides could do it.
You were the translator between both.
Yes, translator. Yes, that is a very one word to describe what I said. Absolutely, I was a translator, and I feel that even now with the onset. I mean, we're past the onset, but this high focus on AI, you're always going to need people that can translate requirements in a meaningful way.
Yes.
Right. And so I always felt that a technical background and a non-technical background worked for me. And then in terms of my passion and discovering it, I actually first discovered computer science and sciences when I realized that so much of the world is powered by what I call tiny explosions, right?
Okay.
It's those invisible moments where atoms collide or code executes or a single idea transforms into innovation.